Give that man the best, sloppiest oral that you can possibly pull out, okay? I'm talking stick it all the way to the back end of your throat, breathe through your nose, and slowly pull it out, okay?
Excellent.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
A good man is a prize. There's no endless supply of good men out here. The dating pool is full of piss and shit. So if you do luck up and find a good man, you better hold on to him and treat him right. It's okay to do for a man who does for you. Men want to feel appreciated. They want to feel loved. They want to know that you find them attractive. They have wants and needs just like us. It's okay to spoil a man who's spoiling you. If you have the mindset of, I'm not doing anything for a man, I'm the prize, he should do everything for me, you're probably going to end up alone. Everything is not about you.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys of two people having a conversation, and the man was asking a woman, so why is there such a problem with a woman doing something nice for their man? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
I want to examine that. Why? What part of taking care of a man irks your brain? Because I know a lot of women, when they hear stuff like that, they have the same reaction you do. So I'd like to examine that. What about why doing something nice for a man? Why is that a problem?
Because men are not the prize, Seth. Men are not the prize.
Let's examine that. Let's examine that.
You display.
Now, this right here is a good example of a woman in her feelings. Men are not the prize. Men are not the prize. Well, we can have that debate all we want. I would argue men are the prize based off the sure logic that women date up and practice hypergamy, and they pretty much want a man that's superior to them. But I'm not gonna dive into that too much. My main thing is the fact that she said that men are not the prize as an excuse to not do something nice for her man. That's the part that really gets me. Let's keep it moving.
You approach the question in such a way that it seems like men are this fucking prize, but they're not a prize.
Well, think about it like this. Ultimately, if one of us had to be the prize, are you familiar with the term putting something onto the table? What do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
Well, before, like I said, with modern people, with our age people, we kind of have this thing of saying stuff that we don't really know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people used to say, "What do you bring to the table?" That was a literal statement, meaning like, on this wooden table, what can you put down that's worth me being with you?
Mm-hmm.
So in a modern sense of asking someone that question, if a man was to say, "What do you bring to the table?" As a woman, what would you say? Because a man, he's gonna get
to the table. I would say that, and that's enough. And if that's not enough for him, then he's not the man for me.
So love is enough for him, but love is not enough for you. He needs to have money, and he needs to be good looking, and he needs to be able to provide. So love isn't enough for a woman. She needs more than just love. Huh?
See how he's getting her to prove his point? See how much more women desire and want out of men compared to in reverse. And the funny thing is, women know that it doesn't take a lot to satisfy us. However, you heard this woman literally say, love should be enough, and if that's not enough, then he's not the one for me. However, you want to sit over here and say that men are not the prize, but you demand far more from a man than what a man requires of you. Like I said, I'm not going to sit over here and stress the who's the prize, but it's kind of hard not to when you factor in everything. Let's keep it moving.
What do you mean by that? So love is not. So all a woman has to do is love you, but a man has to give more than that. Love is not enough for a woman.
No, it's not enough for a woman. Love's not going to pay the bills. Seth. You know,
All
that's
right.
not how
No,
life works.
I'm glad
I
you
mean,
said that. So
if
I'm
you
glad
show me a store that accepts love as a currency,
I'm
then like
glad
I
you
get
said that. I'm very glad you said that. So if we're talking about who the prize is, if all you get, if all I get is a girlfriend, a wife, a woman, a flesh and bones, that's all I get. But in exchange, not only does she get flesh and bones and love, she gets protected, she gets cared for, and she's given a family.
occasionally cheated on because it's just in men's nature to cheat.
Fuck does have it has anything to do with the point that you're trying to make? Cause man, see, I'm bruh. Y'all gotta quit letting these unhealed women come on these podcasts and these channels and just run their mouth, bruh. Clearly, this is a damaged woman. How the fuck did you just move the goalpost like that? What does that have anything to do with either one of y'all making y'all point? You can tell this woman is talking from a place of hurt. What does that have anything to do with the conversation that y'all are talking about? What does cheating have to do with any of that? You see how she did that? That's crazy, bro. Let's keep it moving, man.
You know, but
Well, actually, no, it's not. Actually, no, it's not.
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Actually, logic would disagree with that. So, for example, this is why most men develop psychosis, is because they've been taught from an early age that they're supposed to be emotionally vulnerable and they're supposed to be all into their girlfriends and stuff like that. And the reason why why a lot of men are having issues right now is because for men, it's like this. The truth is, women are the gatekeepers of sex. Women have all the power there. Men can't have sex with you unless you allow them to. But men are the gatekeepers of relationships. It doesn't matter how much you want to be with us. We don't have to be with you if we don't want to be with you. We have to decide to bond ourselves to you. And in
You say
exchange
it
for
like
that
women
bond,
can't do the same. You say like women can't decide to be with someone, you know?
you can. But this is why they have so many single moms and everybody's so single right now. It's because men are the gatekeepers of relationships. You as a woman have the power when it comes to sex.
Right. You would think this would be easy for her to understand, considering she just sat up here and said, "We're the prize, we're the prize, we're the prize." Okay. If you're such a prize, then, and if you can control who you're with, then why come I don't see women getting on one knee and asking men to marry them? Exactly. Because we know you ain't gonna do that shit. Shut up.
If I want sex from you, I can't get sex from you unless you give it to me. But as a woman, you cannot get love from me unless I give you that love. You
And
can't
I
get my
cannot, but I think it works vice versa because I cannot give love to you if I don't want to give you that love, you know?
as a woman. Now, this is where men and women are not the same. Because think about it like this: if we're the same in any way, who has more worth then, according to your own logic? If we're the same, all you do is show up, but I have to have all of these amazing traits. I have to be a great person, and all you have to do is have a vagina.
They're not amazing traits, they're basic traits to have.
Yeah,
You know?
but according to you, you don't even have to bring that. So who's really the basic one? Who's really the one that has more value? Who's really the prize?
Like they're just basic traits to have.
So if on a basic trait level, all women do is be pretty, but men have to be able to protect and strong and all this stuff, who's worth more? Who's the prize?
First of all,
Hold on,
you
who's
know
the
what you gotta
prize?
also think about. You
Who's the
gotta think
prize,
about
yo?
a lot of the times high
Casey.
earning men who actually bring things.
Shut up, bitch!
Shut
Men
the fuck up. Shut up. You just over here babbling because he just made a very valid point and you're not trying to fucking hear it and you don't want to admit that he's right. As a matter of fact, you guys, I'm just gonna move on because she's starting to piss me the fuck off. She probably starting to piss y'all all forget on y'all nerves too. But y'all get my point, man. Let's keep it moving, bro. These modern ass women, bro.
Women make it such a big deal that they have to cook and clean for their husbands because that's so degrading and they're so above that. Yet the maids or nannies or cleaners that they hire, that they'll pay pennies on the dollar for to do that, that's okay. That's feminism for you. Less than minimum wage those ladies make. That's feminism for you. They will يتكبروا على cooking for their husband and their children. The food that is their sustenance, that's going to keep them going, should be made out of love. I cannot explain to you how اللقمة من إيد أمي, bro, ما بتسوى الدنيا. Like, it just بتسوى الدنيا, sorry. Like, nothing is worth that. And you are acting all high and mighty and above that, like you're doing God's good work, you know? But you'll pay a girl who left her family to come pay her crumbs for her to barely live on it and send it back to her. That's feminism for you, by the way. This is why I say I'm anti-feminism, because that's literally what feminism is, in a nutshell. And fight me all you want in the comments. I'll give you a million other examples why I'm against feminism.
Based on the language that she was speaking and from the way she looks like and sounds like she's Middle Eastern, maybe. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, when it comes to the Middle Eastern women, you cannot sleep on them. Those are some of the most beautiful women in the world. And they tend to be more on the traditional side, as you can see as well. However, we know about all the crisis and all the drama and stuff that's happened in the Middle East. So because of that, you won't see me traveling there. But if I happen to be in another part of the world and I met a woman from that part of the world, I would definitely explore that, man, for sure. Let's keep it moving.
I really didn't know cooking for your man was a problem. So this was my morning. Jonah wasn't home. I just cooked me and my man a little bit of breakfast. I personally wanted eggs, waffles, and some turkey bacon, so I got right to it. This girl commented, she was like, ooh, something about doing all of this for a man, and he just gotta sit down, don't sit right with me. And I'm like, girl, doing all of what? Cooking breakfast? Something I would do whether he was here or not because I'm pregnant and I be hungry.
Women keep women single. They do their best to make sure other women are single, get single, stay single. So this woman says she's pregnant. She doesn't work. Her man pays all the bills. And she said that there were just women in her comment section for her cooking for her man, saying that it was just a problem with her doing that. All that work she had to put in. I literally, me and my family right now, we're in Orlando. Family trip, family vacation. I woke up this morning. I made pancakes, eggs, and sausages. It took me 10 to 15 minutes. And then after I did that, I left because the Airbnb we don't got too many cups. So I left and went to Walmart and got cups and bought my wife some coffee and all the stuff she needed to buy coffee and all this stuff. Like breakfast literally took me 15 to 20 minutes. Some of these women just feel like that you should treat your man like trash. Talking about all that work. Breakfast literally take 10 to 15 minutes tops to make. While her man is going out every day, bringing home the money to pay all their bills for her to live a soft life. Like, y'all really try to keep these women single. It's okay that you're unhappy and you're miserable, but don't put that off on other women because clearly she's happy with her man, her life, and what they got going on. They're like, oh my God, oh, you're cooking and you don't have a ring. Like, they will find any excuse because she said she don't mind cooking. It wasn't that big of a deal. They're like, oh my God, well, you don't have a ring. Da-da-da-da. Gonna always be something with these women because they're never satisfied, because they're always miserable, and misery love company. They're going to do their best to make sure other women are miserable with them, that other women are single with them. Not just women, everybody. They try to make us men miserable too. But a lot of us be like, it's whatever. We just gonna let you be miserable.
Like, I find it very, very strange how you could sit up here and say that. One of the very first comment that he mentioned would really trigger me. This woman said, it's just something about doing this while your man just sitting down doing nothing that don't sit right with me. Yeah, but when the tables are turned, y'all ain't got that same energy. If y'all truly felt that way, these 50-50 conversations wouldn't bother you, because he just said itself. He just said so himself. She's a stay-at-home mom. And even she said, I would have been cooking breakfast for myself anyway, so why not cook breakfast for myself and him? It's kind of like how when you on your way home to stop and get something to eat, and your girl at home, and you hit her up and be like, hey, I'm about to stop and go to whatchamacallit and grab something to eat. What do you want? That's all that is, basically the same damn thing. Obviously, one is ordering food and one is cooking, but you get the gist. Like, what the fuck is it with women hating other women just for caring for the person that they're with? Why does doing something and caring about your partner have to be so one-sided with women? It's starting to look like y'all making relationships a competition now. That's ridiculous. Let's keep it moving.
I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
All the things that he wants, and like I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man, and I've been known to love people back to health, and sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself, but now it's like I'm just embracing it. Like that's who I am. Like if I love you, I can heal you.
Like, as a submissive person, what do you have to be mindful of to ensure you're not being taken advantage of?
I love to see him.
Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.